Hey yo, what's the deal? It's your boy Mr. Will, and you are now tuned in to Wilson Block 100 Radio, playing the best in local music.
Yeah, I done been through so much in my life. God, you were with me through it all. You never turned your back on me. You never gave up on me. I love you so much. Yeah. Born and raised in Macon, Georgia, I grew up in Pleasant Hill. I wanna give you something you can feel and keep it real. Around age 15, my homies taught me how to deal. A lot of drugs, but they didn't teach me how to live. For the true and living God, the one that put me here. For the forgiving God, the one that will bring me near. He will bring me close, He will wipe away every tear. Falling down my face, He can take away every fear. Nah, but my homies didn't tell me about that. They just told me get this money, smoke weed, sell crack, sex as many girls as you can. Dog, chase the cat, drop out of school, you can get more money in the trap. Talk about money, sex, and drugs when you rap. Talk about gang banging and shooting at your enemies. All this negative energy around me. Who you expect me to hold the beat? You changed my life and I love you so much. Yeah. God, you saved my life and I love you so much, so much, so much. So much, so much, so much. God, you changed my life and I love you so much. God, you saved my life and I love you so much, so much, so much. So much, so much, so much. All black on, running the streets. Young king, I was affiliated with the G's. I started robbing at the age of 16. Got locked up and charged with 4 felonies. Armed robbery, kidnapping and another armed robbery. It was me, be rich and done straw, we were teens. Facing about 50 years, how can this be? Oh God, mercy me, think I threw my life away. But you caught it in the air and said I give you like the day. February 19, 2005, you opened my eyes and came into my heart right away. I was living the darkest nights, you gave me brighter days. I was so amazed, overcame me tidal wave. I was cold, I was froze, you set my heart ablaze. I mess up often, but will worship you for the rest of my days. My life and I love you so much. Yeah, God, you saved my life and I love you so much, so much, so much. So much, so much, so much. God, you changed my life and I love you so much. God, you saved my life and I love you so much, so much, so much. So much, so much, so much. Born and raised in Macon, Georgia, I grew up in Pleasant Hill. I wanna give you something you can feel and keep it real. I love you so much.
Yes, sir. Welcome back to Wilson Block 100 Radio. Okay, that's your boy, bruh Mike. Okay, a wonderful song, and I thought that was an appropriate song to play for this particular podcast episode. Okay, now check this out. Why Black Lives Matter is not the answer for black people. Okay, and I gotta speak slow and I gotta spell it out for cats because, like I said, there's too many things going on and being said, and I'm telling you, most of what I hear in the mainstream, they not speaking for me, but they trying to. Okay, so here comes the resistance. Okay. Why Black Lives Matter is not the answer for black people, okay? The answer is quite simple, actually. Now, how you smarter than me and haven't reached these conclusions, my dude? Because there's a side to choose here, and COVID has made it crystal clear who's smart and who's not, okay? Who's weak, who's a sellout. I mean, it's just all clear now, and people don't even know it. You start feeling humiliated because we see already, okay? Check it out. In this country, we're so used to taking what we can get, okay? This type of behavior has only led us down a path of helplessness. When one of us goes down or becomes a victim of systemic oppression, there is nothing we can or are willing to do about it because why? When it comes down to it, it's simply because we don't want to be inconvenienced, okay? We don't want to go to jail over your ass, you know what I mean? Even if it is righteous, okay? The lack of love and unity amongst black people in America is a problem we can't shake our asses away from, my dude. The mindless and aimless ideologies that we are raised on in America discourages critical thought and noteworthy action. It seems as though black people in America are, at all times, subject to an agenda set for them by another culture. But why are black people so easily succumbing to ways of life imposed by other races? Because when you've been raised to have a simple mindset, you reject things that confuse you instead of fighting to understand it, okay? When my business required a solution that I didn't know how to solve, I had to figure out how to figure it out, okay? That level of thinking is pure intelligence, okay? Like how some animals know which nuts and fruits to eat and which ones to avoid. Then there's animals that can't tell the difference themselves, man. It sucks, you feel me? But I am here to go on the record of saying that Black Lives Matter as a mantra and or an organization is simply not the answer for black people in America. Why do I say this? Because not only is the theory of BLM a non-blacks idea, they are using the image of black people to endorse perverted lifestyles. And the black people who don't resist these things are inadvertent agents of darkness, whether they know it or not. Okay? This is not about putting down a group of people. This is about understanding how 1 + 1 = 2. And not 11 like you want it to be, okay? We live in a country that literally thinks they have a right to narrate what they want to be true, okay? What they want the truth to be. And through these types of organizations, they have caused utter division and strife amongst families and communities throughout this country and the world, okay? Black Lives Matter is not the answer for black people because black people are the true Jews. And since Jews are God's choice people, then there's absolutely no justification for witchcraft, my dude, okay? Summoning spirits and chanting the names of dead people is considered an evil thing. Yes, okay. You understand how when you understand absolutes and that there is only 2 ways to go here. By subscribing to absolutes, you are then able to weigh things with a foundational understanding of the truth, and therefore you can no longer be deceived, okay? Isn't that what you want, okay? You want me to be able to trick you, okay? It's not a red flag to you, okay? Check it out. When a loved one dies, regardless of how they died, whether it was natural causes, whether they were killed, whether it was accident, doesn't matter, okay? It's not an excuse to become bad human beings, okay, and conduct bad behavior, okay? When people die, their lives are to be used as an example for you, in contrast to your own life, okay? What can or did you learn from that person? Even the death of people you don't care about can provoke serious thought about your own life. I said it before and I'll say it again. Just because I stand for your right to not be abused does not mean I endorse your right to be gay, okay? Homosexuality is something that should have never been associated with the image of black people. If a gay person joins the movement, it should have absolutely nothing to do with them being gay, but about the advocacy of decency and humanity, okay? And don't associate homosexuality with humanity because there's no reproductive concept there, okay? That's an immediate threat. I don't know how you guys pick and choose what you want to pick and choose, homie. Like, so... And it's crystal clear just how displaced black people in America are. While the Crips and Bloods rant, rave, and glorify killing each other, they have no answer for the oppression of their own people. Therefore, they become like terrorists to their own community, helping destroy it and leaving members of the community defenseless, okay? They're warriors and criminals until the sheriff shows up, and then all of a sudden, they become players of the game instead of dying to protect their own people. You know, they go to jail, and then they become players of the game when they could have just been on the outside playing the game the whole time, okay? Going to work, you know what I mean? Paying your taxes, okay? Being a good Samaritan out here, okay? Let's just keep it 100, bruh, okay? There is no homegrown black-owned organization that effectively protects the interests of black people in this country. So before you go calling me names or telling me that I'm wrong, why don't you take this time to assess the role you play in all of this, okay? Whether good or bad, assess it, okay? Homosexuality is a backwards concept that discourages population growth and therefore is and should be deemed as a harmful practice in our society. If Black Lives Matter isn't the answer for black people in America, then what is? The answer for black people in America is to return to God, okay? And not just any God, the only God, okay? Black people need to humble themselves and turn from their sins. Yeah, that's right. Black people need to lose the pride that is holding back generations from knowing true sovereign and natural freedom. Our rebelliousness is what landed us in this predicament, to be regulated by a foreign culture. Instead of crying over slavery to get what you want today, accept the fact that collectively black people have rejected the truth and embraced the lies, becoming afraid of struggle when it was our rite of passage, okay? Subsequently, we fail each other for not meeting the standards of the enemy. And this is how we have become enemies to ourselves, because we traded in our individual value for a crumb off the white man's table. It is what it is. The answer for black people is to get back to following and obeying God. He's the only one who can fill our void and provide us with the quality of life we were meant to have. But until then, while black people are busy chanting and burning sage, we'll forever be running back to the hamster wheel. Okay, it's your boy, Mr. Will. Here's the deal, man. Y'all, we got to get this together, man. We got to get it together, my dude. Okay. And, you know, I feel this way because, you know, coming up in Pasadena, you know what I'm saying? Black Lives Matter hit the town. Okay. And when Black Lives Matter hit the town, what was I doing during that time? You know, just prior to it hitting, you know, I'm doing 27-mile walks, 42-mile walk, 50-mile walk, LA marathons and shit. Okay. Why? To help inspire my community. I had the Bringing It Together movement where we had different cultures coming together, displaying the values of peace and what have you. Okay. Come to find out, I was practicing New Ageism. Okay. And if you don't understand how or why or what that is, you need to go look it up like I went and looked it up. Okay. I don't got time in the episode to break that down to you. You feel me? But the fact of the matter is, you know, Black Lives Matter came and took our community by storm, okay? I voted for Barack Obama. You know, he made a place for homos in society, and it has put me in displacement, okay? I'm in a disposition. Why? Because homosexuals are prioritized. Come on, my dude. Just for the sake of them being prioritized. In an effort to make us accept them in society, okay? Not because they actually need to be there, okay? Just like hearing women on, you know, speak on pro-men sports. It's like, yo, I didn't come here to hear a female's opinion on the quarterback, okay? Let's keep it 100, okay? Are the hors d'oeuvres done, babe? Okay, where's the, you know, club sandwiches for the fellas while we watch the game and talk about the game, okay? I don't want to hear Molly open up with a whole spiel before I hear one dude say anything, okay? It's out of line, my dude, because it's unnecessary. They don't need to be there, and they just want to feel included like they're trying to do for the homosexuals, okay? So there's a correlation with the way everything is happening these days, and I call it remedial, okay? It's your boy, Mr. Will. Here's the deal. Listen, man, I don't care about being the popular choice, okay? It is what it is, my dude. And you can say what you want. I'm taking all criticism because you know what? At this point in life, I'm convinced that I am not stupid, my dude. And if you tell me I'm stupid, we got an issue, my guy, okay? That's what it is. It's your boy, Mr. Will. Thank y'all for tuning in to Wilson Block 100 Radio, the last real local music radio station, homie. Fighting to unite the local music scene, okay? So artists everywhere are enabled and empowered and educated to pursue their career in the arts, okay? Fuck with your boy. Follow me on the accounts. Don't play games, okay? Until next time, I'm out.